Welcome back, everybody, to the Premier League Punters show here at sportsbookreview.com. The weekend is starting to draw, or the Premier League is starting to draw to an end, meaning there's still some chance there to make some money before it does. Introducing Alex from Need for Tips, Flash, Gordon Watson, Big Man on Campus, all here in profit as a whole. 41.2 units of profit across the whole season. So fantastic stuff indeed. Flash, we're holding up the rear. But this latter part, we're not doing too badly. We're getting some winners in, aren't we?
We are. As I said, always just let's look where we are in May, and as long as we show a plus, then we've held up our end, because our teammate to my left, or to the other side, I should say, is going great guns.
I know, yeah, I know. Well, Big Man right up in top there, 45.1 units of profit. Absolutely incredible. So big congratulations there. Alex, 6.1 units of profit. Myself, minus 0.9. So I'm almost out of the relegation zone, but still sat in it is our Flash. He's got good knowledge. He's just working on his bets. Isn't that right?
Yeah. So what am I now? About 8.5 or something?
-9. -9 and going strong. Yeah.
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 Not
But
bad.
You've had a good
smashed it
couple
for
weeks,
champion.
Flash.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I think 26 in the last. I've made 26 points in the last 3-4 weeks.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, let us kick off. First of all, hi everybody to watching. Let us know if you've got any bets that you want us to run through for the match. Just give us a shout over on the live chat. Starting off though, Everton versus Liverpool. Liverpool 1.95, draw 3.6, Everton 4.33. Those odds I found at Ladbrokes. Liverpool, what a win for them midweek. I think me and Flash were just chatting about that one. One of the matches that did let us down, because we certainly weren't predicting Man City to not even score. How they enter this match heading to Everton, with also the second leg on their mind. Start us off there, Big Man. Everton versus Liverpool. What do you fancy?
Yeah, I don't understand this price at all. Honestly, I don't know why they're only 1.85 here against Everton. Everton have improved a bit from time to time, but against top sides, they've been battered all year. I mean, I don't really. I mean, you have to go back to the beginning of the year where they were relevant at all against the top sides. I just can't seem to fade Liverpool at this price, and I know. I'm sure my good friend Alex will bring up the Derby kind of thing, and these are kind of close together, these two sides, but their talent edge here. There's a master class here. Yeah, I mentioned, what was the phrase I uttered the other day, Flash? Difference in class or something like that. I just see it here
Golf.
heavily. Golf and yeah, right. At 1.85, there's no reason I would have any interest in fading Liverpool. We're not betting on them at this point. I know they're kind of sandwiched in between their Champions League fixtures, but even if they rest players, I still think they'll have enough to get by Everton. Matchups will be important, but I'll go Liverpool 1.85.
All right, first one on Liverpool there. Flash, I've been asked to relay a message. Flash, at long last I see you, my dear sensei. Can I just say how dapper you're looking today with that fabulous turtleneck? I have to say, I agree with Bill Bucklicore. Looking very suave in that turtleneck. What are you going for, Everton versus Liverpool?
I'm actually going to go with Everton double chance at 1.9, and the reason I'm going to go is I'm pretty sure that Salah is not going to play. Anyone who's got any type of niggle, they're not going to play. And the thing is, you have got to bring in the fact that it's a derby. You've got to bring in the fact that when Liverpool were at home against Everton earlier on in the year, Everton just basically, obviously they got the penalty that was a bit of a gift, but they made sure they got 12 men behind the ball for like near enough 90 minutes. So at home, they've got a bit more pace in the side. You've got to look at Toussaint scored a few goals. I think that Everton and the draw on my side at 1.9 is probably the best way to go for me.
All right, you might be standing alone on that one, but you've got some good. Do you think Liverpool will be resting key players ahead of the second leg Champions League match?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they'll be taking any chances, Nat. That's the big one. I mean, if you noticed the game last night, as soon as Salah went off, Liverpool hardly had a kick. They didn't have any. They didn't get out of their own half. All right, yeah, they were 3-0 up, and they did a great job. And to be fair, the defence, I thought that right back, Alexander-Arnold, was just, if he keeps playing like that, he's got to go to the World Cup, because that's probably one of the best displays I've seen. Robertson, the
Yeah.
same. I'm just not sure. I think that they worked so hard last night that I don't think they can all play again in the derby.
Okay. All right. So Everton, you did Everton double chance.
I am, yeah, 1.9.
All right. And over to you, Alex.
I don't know. Yeah, even if they might rest players, I'm not saying that they will not rest players, but whom they will play in front? Solanke, whom they will, I think that still we will have a Mane, we will have a Firmino, at least in the second half of the game. Yes, they defended in the second leg against Manchester City, and I don't think that it was 100% because Salah went off. I think that Klopp wanted to have an approach, defensive approach, as they were 3-0 up in the first half. You know, they said better defend, because we know last time when we were leading 3 goals, Manchester City, they were almost holding us to a draw at 4-4 when they won 4-3 last time at Anfield. So I think that Klopp started to understand from his mistake he cannot attack every single moment of the game and in front of such a great attacking side as Manchester City, because they will they are risking not to qualify further. We're talking about Champions League semi-final there. I think that Liverpool will win. I agree totally with Big Man there, but my top tip for this match is both teams to score at 1.75.
Oh, okay. I've got two. I'm so torn between the two bets. Liverpool 1.95. Absolutely love the odds. Also love both teams to score. I think Liverpool will be resting some key players, and Everton at home. Oh, I don't know which one to go for. I'm going to go for the higher odds. Liverpool 1.95. I'm going to go for the higher odds.
Hey,
Somebody
Natalie?
just asked. Yes.
I would be interested to hear Flash's opinion on this quickly, and I don't know if it's probably a stupid question, maybe it isn't. If you're Liverpool, and I know you have Champions League, obviously you're looking at it, and I know you'll rest players, but isn't it still in your head if you're a Liverpool player catching Man United and taking over second? I mean, wouldn't that be on your mind? Again, it is your rival, it is a team that you hate
Maria.
generally. Is that something that you think is important to these players?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to make a statement, and hopefully I don't scramble your head with it. This is probably the friendliest, fiercest rivalry. I mean, you've got everyone in the same family. I mean, afterwards they sit next to each other in the ground. There's never any trouble. They walk together to the ground, and
Right.
in this instance, they don't see Everton as a challenge, because Everton are obviously 20 points behind them, and they're obviously cemented it in the top 4, especially with Tottenham smashing Chelsea last week. Their whole focus is to not pick up any injuries for next week, because obviously we'll cover the Man City Liverpool game. That's not over.
I know it's not over. We've got just quickly going back to the turtleneck. Patrick Farrell thinks you look very flashing in your turtleneck as well, and Anzi says Flash showing some respect for the La Liga Real Madrid there with your white turtleneck. So you picked a winner today with your outfits. So just bear that in mind.
You don't know what I've got underneath,
Somebody. Oh yeah, okay.
Now, Flash, let's
somebody
see
did ask-
what pants do you have on, Flash? Maybe they'd like to see that.
I've got a
ensemble as
pair of
well.
Pajamas.
Probably pajama.
Yeah.
I bet pajamas.
Yeah, no. Grey Nike tracksuit bottoms.
Okay.
Been
It's
watching the
actually
golf.
happened
Yeah,
though
the
before
funny-
when we finished filming and he stands up and he's got pajamas on.
Yeah, the
That's true
funny thing
story.
is from on the down part we can wear whatever we want, you know, because we
Yeah.
are filmed only
No,
from
it's easy.
here and up. Also
Right.
me, I have a pajamas right now.
I actually don't have any
Pajamas,
pants on,
slippers.
Ah,
just so you guys know.
Thanks
Right.
for that. I'll sleep well.
Listen, I've
tonight.
got Teddy B just said though, Nat, can you ask if a live bet on Lazio at plus 150? Raise hands if you agree on that one, Lazio plus 150 as a live bet right now. Big man.
I would take a shot with it. I think they're the better side. They're at home. Why not? Yeah, I like that. I need another goal anyway, so yeah, I see Lazio 2-1 here.
Okay. What about you, Alex? You staying out of that one?
No, as I said on the Europa League show, just the over 2.5 for me on that one. Expecting Salzburg to pull off the upset and to qualify further in the semi-finals. I think that the Lazio are not the team that everybody expects to be right now. They are poor from my point of view. They are not a team for semi-finals of Europa League.
Okay. And then Arjun, both teams score in Liverpool versus Everton. Yes, that was Alex's bet. I also like that one as well. The both teams to score 1.77. I found it 10 bet for the best odds. Stoke versus Tottenham now. Tottenham 1.34, draw 5.5, Stoke 11. Tottenham obviously coming after from a fantastic clash against Chelsea. The odds are low though. So the question is have we found value? What about you, Flash? Have you found some value in this match?
No, pass.
All right. First pass, man of many words. Alex, what are you going for?
My banker of the week, Tottenham minus 1.5 at evens. I think that they should be able to cover that without the European commitments right now. I think that we will see another score like in their last 4 or 5 head-to-heads when they scored at least 4 goals in every match, and every time they covered easily the minus 1.5 Asian handicap.
Okay, so Tottenham minus 1.5, a pass for Flash. Big man.
Yeah, I had trouble myself finding value in this match. I mean, what's Stoke's mindset at this point? I mean, they're pretty much going down. And I think Lazio just scored. Yes, come on, baby. Let's go. There we go, Alex. Big boy over, baby. There you go. Plus 150. Hope you bet that. Let's hope it holds. But Natalie, you look at Stoke. Last 8 matches, 4 goals. That's it. Though most of them have been scored by Jordan Shaqiri. I considered. Now, I'm just considering this. Don't know if I'll do it. Might make a play day of. We'll see where my head's at. I'm considering Shaqiri goal at 6. Anytime goal at 6. I'm considering that. I could see them grab one here. Maybe it's 3-1. At 6, he's their only real option to score. Maybe something like that. But I don't have any interest in the match otherwise.
Interesting. Yeah, it is a tough match to certainly find value. Alex, have you had any luck?
Yeah. About Stoke, we're talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you went minus
Yeah.
1.5, didn't you, Tottenham?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yes. I'm going. My banker of the week is Tottenham minus 1.5.
I'm glad someone's awake. Flash. Thank you. Do you know what it was? I think because you passed, so I thought that there was like a third. Anyway, all right. I have to say it is a pass for me. I was looking at something like Spurs in the under 4.5 goals, Spurs in the under 3.5 goals, something like that. I'm not sure whether Stoke can score. Those are my leans, but it is a pass for me as well. Watford versus Burnley now. Watford 2.4, draw 3.2, Burnley 3.5. Big man, you took Burnley. Do we take Burnley again?
Oh yeah, for sure. Burnley 3.3 is my play. I've been so impressed with Burnley. Out of all the sides, one of the more impressive sides. Sean Dyche has done a really amazing job. 4th in the Premier League in defense, 27 goals conceded. Just magical, really. Watford's conceded 10 over their last 3 matches overall. Watford doesn't do much for me. Anytime I can continue to get Burnley at these prices against these particular sides, I'm going to take them. If they lose, they lose. I don't really care. 3.3 Burnley. I'm all over that. They've come through for me several times this year. I'm going to keep riding them. Burnley 3.3 for me.
There we go. Fantastic odds there. And that's probably why Big Man is up on top. Flash, over to you and your white turtleneck. What are you going for?
I'm going for the draw. I'm going Watford and Burnley. I don't see that there's a lot in it. I think you can probably go with both teams to score. We got it right last week with Watford and Bournemouth. I think it ended 2-2. I think I'm going to take a leaf out of Big Man's book. I see a lot of tight games this week, so I'm going to take the draw, because if I get one right, then I've got 2 free plays on the others. So Watford and Burnley draw at 3.2.
Okay, Alex.
I have, I'm on the same page there, but I'm playing a little bit, lately. Last week it was great, 8 wins from 9 matches, also banker, also double. I hope that this week continues the same. I'm going Burnley draw no bet at 2.4.
Yeah, still plenty of value there, like, to play that sort of draw no bet to cover yourself. Both teams to score is my bet for this match, 2.05. I am a little bit worried about the draw, but I definitely think that it'll be a score draw. Watford, we saw in the match against Bournemouth as well. They score, they concede. Burnley as well let one slip with West Brom. So both teams to score 2.05. Brighton versus Huddersfield now. Brighton 1.9, draw 3.4, Huddersfield 5. In our last show, we were asked the teams that we've been fading all season, and Alex, you said Huddersfield was one of them. So does that mean you're taking Brighton at the beautiful odds of 1.9?
Yeah, absolutely. Taking Brighton. I think that Huddersfield, if they don't take any points from this match, they will gonna relegate. I see Southampton avoiding relegation, though. Yes, despite the fact that they are really poor lately, I see Southampton avoiding finally in the last, I don't know, last match of the season or before 2 matches of the season. But Huddersfield are one of the candidates. The joint worst attack in the Premier League. I'm taking Brighton at 1.9, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Big man on Brighton win here, or do you find something else?
I don't see it here. I don't see enough value to take Brighton. Brighton to me at 1.9 is just look. If I'm getting 2.9, maybe, but look, Huddersfield, as Alex said, they're not any good. They're going to go down. I have to agree with him. But there's just not enough for me to take Brighton here. It's like in baseball, if I'm going to take a bad pitcher, I want to at least get some money back, and hope that the team can get the job done as opposed to the pitcher. With Brighton, I just don't. I just don't have much interest. I don't like the price here. Look, if I'm getting a Burnley type price, of course I'm in. But I'm laying 110 to win back 100 on Brighton. I'll pass.
All right, so it's a pass. The whole match is a pass for you.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. All right, Flash. What about yourself?
Yeah, Brighton score goals. Huddersfield don't. Brighton got all their points this year at home. They see these off. 1.9 for me. Brighton, no problem at all.
All right. Flash said that without moving his mouth. I think you're frozen, but we can still hear you. Brighton for me, 1 point. It's like a ventriloquist.
Oh, really? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're complete. Oh, I can hear you, but you're completely frozen. But that's okay. We can hear you.
Oh,
Maybe Juanma. I don't know if we want to call him back. I don't know. You make that
funny,
call.
though, I have to admit.
Yeah.
At
Brighton for
picture.
me, 1.9. No, I know. He's just like completely frozen. 1.9 for me. Absolutely. Huddersfield lost to Newcastle, fighting relegation. Not a team I can trust. We all have prices that we like. I like that one. It wasn't enough for Big Man. And you yourselves at home, that's the call that you make. Brighton, 1.9. West Brom versus Swansea now. West Brom 2.48, draw 3.2, Swansea 3.2. West Brom, again, another team that if you fade, generally comes on top. But we're now talking about Swansea. Alex, what do you like here?
I think that West Brom will continue their really, really poor season with another defeat. But I'm taking a precautious bet. Swansea draw no bet 2.25.
Yeah, 2.25. Okay, I found slightly higher odds than that one. On the same page as you, treading with caution. A tiny bit worried about that draw. 2.39 I found for the Swansea draw no bet.
Let me write it down.
Write it down. Shop around for your odds, boys and girls. Big Man, what do you like?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the big question is, when was the last time West Bromwich Albion has won? This team is dreadful, and they are just heinous to watch. They're absolute filth. And the fact that they're up at the Premier League level is a real disgrace to everyone that's ever played the Premier League. Just a filthy team that's just disgusting. I have no interest. They remind me of the girls walking down the street at 2 a.m. That have had far too much to drink and might have smoked a crack rock. They're just disgusting. Give me Swansea. 3.1. I'm all over that. Again, I know Swansea's not a great side either, but I have seen a little pep in their step since Carvajal came in. Look, I don't care who they're playing. They could be playing me and 10 other people right now. I'd probably bet on my team. Give me Swansea 3.1 against West Bromwich Albion.
There we go, going big or going home. 3.2 there for Swansea. West Brom haven't won since the 13th of January and still haven't won since the 13th of January. I think the difference between this match, Burnley was it sort of reminds me of similar odds that we had when we played Burnley last week. Burnley are a lot better side than Swansea are on the road. So I think that's what is probably reflecting. However, Swansea should have enough to beat them. That's why I'm playing the draw no bet. We've got no flash. He will be back soon. Bournemouth versus Crystal Palace now. Bournemouth 2.4, Crystal Palace 2.9 in the draw 3.5. We've got Crystal Palace. They're fighting relegation. It's a must win for them. Crystal Palace, they've scored just 12 on the road, but Bournemouth do concede. So how does that translate? Are you playing the match, big man?
I am playing this match. I actually like this play a lot. It's actually one I'm going to consider for my banker here. I'm going to go with both teams to score at 1.71 at 10 bet. I don't really see how both teams don't score here. Bournemouth has only kept one clean sheet since Thanksgiving. Palace has only kept one clean sheet since January. Both teams have had some renewed success. I love Zaha and Benteke back for Crystal Palace. They've scored a ton lately, and so has Bournemouth. I just think we see at worst a 1-1 match here. I really like this one. I'm going to go Bournemouth, Palace. Both teams score 1.71.
Okay. Bournemouth Palace, both teams score. Okay, nice. Alex, what do you like?
I'm expecting one goal in plus there. I'm going for over 2.5 goals at 1.9. I think that it will be a high scoring affair between two decent sides. Let's say Crystal Palace missing some of their important players, but still they have the necessary firepower to score in that one and to expect at least 3 goals in the match. So, and Bournemouth, I agree with Big Man that they will score also. So 3 goals in the match, over 2.5 at 1.9.
Okay, I'm with Big Man on this one. Both teams to score 1.71. But I'm guessing if you pull all our thoughts together, maybe the Alex Classic, both teams scoring over 2.5 goals, could be another way to play it. I was also looking at a possible Crystal Palace draw no bet. Was a lean, but both teams to score is my bet. We are having problems with Flash's camera. Apparently now they're trying to get him back online, so it'll be voice only. But he hopefully will be back on, and then we'll get his bets for the matches that we missed. Leicester versus Newcastle now. Leicester 2, draw 3.5, and Newcastle 4.1. 2 mid-table teams. I'm finding this a really tough one, to be honest with you. Start us off, Alex.
Yeah, two mid-table teams, 2 decent sides. Leicester are fighting for that 7th spot there. They are just 3 points under Burnley. I think that both teams to score looks like a really decent price. 1.9 for both teams to score in that match is my play there.
Okay, so what did you say? Both teams to score?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Big Man, what do you like?
I'm gonna go back to it. I think both these teams are pretty much on the beach like me in July. That's where they are right now. The flip flops are out, the surfboard's ready, the suntan lotion's on. It's time to hit the beach. But I will say this: Newcastle scored in 9 of 10, played well. Interesting stat about Leicester, guys. 10 draws this year. That's 3rd most in the Premier League. So they tend to draw. It seems like you see a lot of 1-1s. I think we could see one here. I'm going to go both teams to score that 1.91. I think Newcastle will find a back of the net, and Leicester's always good for something here. I'll go both teams to score in this one as well. 1.91 at William Hill.
Okay. Yeah. Newcastle, that They're a team that I don't like to oppose, to be honest with you. And I think on the best bets, I think Martin may have been going for Leicester. I was leaning towards the under 2.5 goals. The reverse, obviously, we did see plenty of goals, but I'm wondering whether Newcastle will keep things tight. But it's a lean, it's an official pass for me. I think it's a very unpredictable match. Right. Shall I say, or do I save it to the last one? Man City versus Manchester United. It's in the order in which I have wrote. So we'll continue. Man City 1.9, draw 3.75, and Manchester United 4.1. Man City beat Man United on their turf earlier in the season in the reverse match. They're losing though to Liverpool 3-0. How will that transpire into this match? Bearing in mind, though, they are fierce rivals, and I'm sure they will not want to lose. Big man. Tough match for Man City right now, I'd say.
Yeah, and I got to make this clear, and I'd like to hear Alex, and maybe he can remember this, but you remember when Manchester City was just rolling? They just couldn't lose. Nothing was going bad. We were talking about they were the best team in the world. I remember all of us kind of anchored that sentiment. And then John Stones went down with an injury. John Stones hasn't played since. And Man City doesn't look like the same team. They're very good, don't get me wrong, but I still think defensively they struggle. They have struggled. They're giving up goals to teams they shouldn't give up goals. They don't keep a ton of clean sheets much, not anymore at least. For whatever reason, it seems like ever since John Stones went out, for some reason they've struggled a bit. I like the value here on United. I'm not a big United guy. I've discussed that before, but again, I think City is a little bit broken right now as far as with what they have had, and I think they're a little shell shocked after yesterday. They were hit in the mouth, and that was that. At 4.2, 4.3, I'll take a shot with United here.
Okay, wow, 4.1. Alex, you seem to be nodding. Do you agree?
No, if you wanna read my paper here, it says Manchester United are
Your
at
hieroglyphics.
4.3. No, really, I hate Manchester United. You know me. I hate Mourinho. I hate Manchester United as a team. I hate their performance in every match, their defending approach, their defensive approach. But if Manchester City was 2-0 up against Liverpool in the before the second leg and they were playing Manchester United, I would play it differently. But how the guys performed, Jesus, Sané, De Bruyne, Silva, Laporte, nothing, zero. Klopp was a genius in that match, and maybe that was because of him. But still, I think that they performed really poor. Given the fact that they will go free in the second leg of the Champions League, to try and to do their magic and to try to overcome that 3-0 defeat, I think that they will arrest a lot of key players. How many points they are clear at the top of the table? I really don't know now.
12 or so.
Yeah, more than that also. I think that I don't think that they will take in consideration this derby, let's say, the Manchester derby. Yes, they are big rivals. Yes, they will, in different occasions, they will try to win this match. But right now, they are 100% focused on that Champions League game against Liverpool. So 4.3 for me, Manchester United. And I don't think that I was ever thinking that I would say that this season when Manchester United would play Manchester City.
That's very true. Just looking, Patrick Farrell, both teams to score in this. There's a couple of both teams to score. I like both teams to score as well in this match. But I have to say, I can't. Maybe it's the trend, the obvious bet, which could be my demise. But I am going to take Man City 1.91. I just don't have confidence in Man United. When I back them to win, they lose, and I understand everything you guys are saying, and it makes complete sense. And Manchester United at that price. I found 4.1 as well for Manchester United. I just think that they've got. This is a rival.
It's good that you are not taking Manchester United, because if you are taking Manchester United, they would lose. So very good that you're taking Manchester City.
Very true, very true. I found 4.1 for Manchester United again. Shop around for your odds there, because if you are going to go for that upset bet, you've got a nice return coming to you. So get the best odds for that one. Man City win. I know they've got they'll have to have full eyes on their Champions League fixture, but this is a fierce rival between the two Manchester sides, and they will not want to lose this as well. I think this is almost important as the match next week. So Manchester City 1.91. They beat Man United 2-1 earlier in the season. So Man City, hopefully we'll get Flash on at some point. Apparently he's restarting his computer and seeing if he can figure out what the problem is, but we can ask him as well. Arsenal versus Southampton. Arsenal 1.54, draw 4.5, Southampton 6.2. Certainly took a big dip for all the Wenger arguers there, but certainly bouncing back with their Europa League performance. They're now at home hosting Southampton, who are fighting relegation. 1.54. Big man. I know you've definitely voiced your opinions on Arsenal, but in this match, they want to back.
Yeah, and again, Natalie, I mean, the truth of the matter is, if they don't get into Champions League football, they have to move on from Arsene Wenger. It's just the truth. But yes, they have played very well lately. Last 5 games overall, won all 5 by 2 or more goals. I think Southampton could be cooked. I mean, this is not a particularly good fixture for them. Arsenal has just dominated teams at home. I mean, look what they're doing today. They're making CSKA Moscow look like Benevento or West Bromwich Albion. They're just crushing them. Southampton hasn't also won a game in this league since February 3rd. Another dreadful side, the boys from Southampton. Give me Arsenal -1 at 2. I don't know that I get this price at all either. Arsenal -1 at 2.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's the bet I've got as well. But let's go to Alex and see what are you going for in this match?
That's the bet I got as well, and I don't understand the odds, given the fact that Arsenal are really good lately. Let's not pretend that we are not seeing them. They are really good lately in both competitions. Also in Europa League, which I said that they have big chance to win it. Also in Premier League. Okay, they will not manage to overcome Chelsea and Tottenham and finish the season in top 4, but still they will try to secure their spot there, maybe to overcome Chelsea later on at the end of the season. Southampton will lose another match, but hopefully for them they will avoid the relegation in the next ones. But yeah, absolutely great bet there. Arsenal -1 at evens.
Yeah, well, full house. I found 1.94, so you got better odds than I did. Saints, I almost think their current state might be worse than West Brom. They haven't won since February the 3rd, and then before that, I think it was in November 26th when they last won a match. And actually, their last match that they did win was to West Brom. So there we go. And Arsenal -1, certainly considering their current form there as well. Pretty much doubling your money. Yeah, I think you should jump on that one. And that brings us to our final one, and we still have no flash. Chelsea versus West Ham. Chelsea 1.29, draw 6, West Ham 12. Obviously, Chelsea lost to Tottenham. I'm sure they'll be wanting to bounce back. They're in 5th. 5 points above 6th place Arsenal. So really they cannot afford to lose this one, but very low value. So the sort of similar question to the Tottenham match is, have we found value? Flash, have you found any value in this match? Flash, big man.
Yeah, I have. I'm gonna go with West Ham +1.5 here at 2.05. Listen, I think there's something to be said about what they did against Southampton. I thought that, and I like to look for these spots in sports wherever you are. And again, being where I'm at, we don't see a ton of. I mean, it's not like you can go to the Philadelphia 76ers, the Golden State Warriors to complain and throw stuff at the owner. But in football, you can overseas. And I think you saw a little bit of shift with this side after that game against Southampton. They drubbed them. Chelsea is. I just don't think they're very good, frankly. I think they're tired. I think this side is weak, obviously, this year. I think Conte's gone. And I think you're really just kind of playing out the string if you're Chelsea. They're not going to Champions League football. It's just not going to happen. I think the renewed vigor with West Ham. This is kind of a London derby, if you will. I'm gonna go West Ham plus 1.5. I think they can hang here. I think it's 2-1 at worst. I'll go West Ham plus 1.5 at 2.05.
All right, so you have got some value there. Alex, you've been on the same page as Big Man. Did you find that bet as well?
No. I'm passing this match. Is my only pass for this round. A lot of Chelsea's players don't like to play for their team anymore, starting with Eden Hazard and other important players in that squad. Conte, I don't know what exactly he's trying to do, but as I'm seeing it, he wants to be fired and given a lot of money because his bosses are getting him fired. Salzburg just scored him against Lazio. They made a 2-2. They made it 2-2 there. So it's a pass
Over
for
was
me.
easy.
Yeah, easy over there. But I will cheer Bigman in that one because I really understand his point of view that Chelsea are dreadful right now. They don't wish to play. If you see the players in their national sides, they are playing differently. They like to perform and to show what they're capable of. When they are returning to play for Chelsea, is the same thing like we said about Arsenal like 2 months ago. These players are trying to leave Chelsea. Antonio Conte would like to be fired tomorrow if it's the case and receive more than 3-4 millions euros. So it's a really big pass for me.
Hey, Nat,
Big pass. All right. Yeah.
I will make this very clear to every listener out there. I will have one $100 bill on West Ham to win this match at 12. I'm going to make that bet. Just seeing what happens. Probably won't win, but I don't think Chelsea are very good, frankly. We got our buddy Flashback. Look at that. How about that? Magic.
Wow, that was
Here he
frustrating.
is. Here he is. Yeah, and right at the end of the show, we're literally on Chelsea versus West Ham. I'll make it quick for me. I'm passing as well. I just found a little value. I like the way that Big Man's playing it, but it was a pass for me. Welcome back, Flash. You were missed by our viewers as well here.
Sorry about that. Well, yeah, I mean, listen, I'll rattle through. Obviously, you've already gone through. I've gone West Bromwich Albion at 2.3 to beat Swansea. My friend is actually taken over as manager. I spoke to him, and he said that basically they're just going to go for it, play two wingers, get the ball in the box. They just need goals. He said, and obviously they're now building. They're not. It's not obviously they can mathematically stay up. But at 2.3 against Swansea, who are absolute dire, I'm going to go with them. West Brom. Bournemouth at home to Crystal Palace. I've gone for the draw at 3.3. I thought that was the value there. I thought that both teams were likely to score. And again, as I said earlier with the Watford Burnley, you only need one of them, and then you've got 2 free rides. Leicester at home to Newcastle. I've gone with Alex Classic at 2.4. I was tempted to just go straight out with Leicester being near enough 2, but I just thought 2.4, both teams to score. Leicester can't keep clean sheets. I mean, they kept a clean sheet last week against Brighton, but Brighton missed a penalty and let us down. And have you done the Man City Man United derby?
No, we were interested to hear your thoughts on this one. What are you going for?
I'm going to go for the draw again at 2.6. I just think that Mourinho will do his utmost to stop Man City winning the league against Manchester United. I think it'll be a dour game, and hopefully Man City do go one up, because then Man United will have to come out and show a bit.
Okay, yeah, we got both Alex and Big Man were on Manchester United. I was on Manchester City. All right, so you didn't quite help there, but all right, you're going for the draw. Arsenal versus Southampton.
I've got to leave that alone, but hopefully Southampton can do the job.
Yeah, you're a Saints fan though, aren't you? Don't listen to Flash on that one. Any match actually that Saints involved in, probably best to stay away.
Yeah, I normally leave them alone, but listen, I think it was probably October last year that we did actually say that Southampton were 12-1 to go down. They're now like 6-4.
Yeah, and very likely they haven't won a match since February the 3rd. There, all three of us were on Arsenal minus one.
Are you listening to music there, big man here?
No, 4-2, baby, Lazio. Come on.
Yeah, bit house music.
I thought you was listening to a bit. Yeah, exactly. I thought you was going on a rave.
Oh, that was me a little earlier, but no, I'm Lazio live. Let's
Okay,
all right,
that's all good.
Yeah, we were on Arsenal minus one. Asian handicap, remember? So if they lose by one, you get your money back.
I can't trust
1.94.
Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal won, Arsenal beat Stoke the other day 3-0. They were just so bad. They were so bad for 75 minutes, and Stoke had a real go. And if Stoke had like a proper striker, you've got to say that anyone who watched that game on at the weekend, and remember, I did Arsenal minus one, so I was quite happy for the 3-0. But they were absolute garbage against Stoke for 75 minutes.
Yeah.
And
people would
and
agree.
let me ask you. Let me ask you, Flash. How was Southampton against West Ham?
How's Southampton been all year, Flash? I mean, what have you been watching? They've been
Yeah. No,
all
I
year.
understand that. No, I understand. No, I understand that. But I'm just not going to go anywhere near the game. But you say about Southampton and West Ham. Last week, I said that if Southampton play like they did against Wigan, they'll be 3-0 down at half time. I don't hear you saying, Flash, you was 100% right. Yeah, they were 3-0 down at half time.
So
You
what,
are funny,
Flash?
Flash.
If they will play the same against Arsenal, how many goals they will be down at the halftime?
2.
All right. But
So
they
go
can't.
for the Southampton. Do you know what Southampton's games they've got left now? They've got Man City away, Man City at home, last game of the season. Everton away, second to last game. They've got Chelsea at home. They've got Arsenal away. There are only 2 winnable games. They're going to be Swansea at home and Bournemouth at home.
Yeah, but okay. Well, they haven't won for a very long time, but that's all right. We all make our own selections, and you're going for 6.2. And if you win, then you can all tell us you told you so. And if we win, we can do the same.
I'm passing.
So you're right. You're
no
going.
way they're gonna
You're passing. Oh, he's passing. All right.
I'm passing.
All right.
I can't go anywhere near that game.
Okay. Final Chelsea versus West Ham. What's you on?
Pass. I can see West Ham winning this game.
Ooh, interesting. Big man's giving West Ham a plus on the plus 1.5, and he's going to put a sneaky $100 bet on West Ham there at the mighty fine odds of 12.
Yeah, well, let's see how the rest of the weekend goes first. There's worse bets over the weekend.
All right. There we go. Okay, best bet and banker. We'll start with you, Flash.
I'm going Brighton is my banker at 1.9. And West Brom and the Leicester Alex Classic in a parlay.
Okay. Big man.
Banker's going to be both teams to score, Bournemouth and Crystal Palace, and I'm going to go 2-team parlay. I'm going to go both teams to score, Leicester, Newcastle, and the Arsenal -1.
Okay. Alex, over to you.
Tottenham -1.5 as my banker, and my double is Arsenal -1 and Everton versus Liverpool, both teams to score.
Okay, I like we've all got Arsenal -1 in there, obviously apart from Flash. Arsenal -1 is my banker. My 2-team parlay is Bournemouth versus Crystal Palace, both teams to score, and Brighton at 1.9. That's my 2-team parlay. So there we go, wrapping up the show in 15 minutes. We are back on, just when you thought you've seen the last of us, Alex is back on to deliver his 10-team parlay, hoping for another hit before the end of the season. Let's see if this is the week. But thank you very much, big man, Alex and Flash, and everyone watching, and Juanma.